Я не вижу шанса у Топури.
То есть ты считаешь, что
Я
Арман
ему
нападает,
ударки
да?
тоже не даю. Арман слишком дистанционно дерется. С ударниками держит дистанцию хорошо, ногами лучше работает. И сейчас уже Арман слишком хорошо. У него есть материал, который он может посмотреть и хорошо изучить. Если 3 боя назад, если он с ним дрался, может, он не так опасался.
Выиграет он при этом за счет борьбы, правильно?
За счет ММА стиля.
Но,
Это не вольная борьба.
но будет проходить, да?
Арман может повалить, у него хорошие локти в партере. Очень хорошие локти. Они такие у него, хорошо заходят. Может бороться, разбаривать, спину забирать.
А вот в эту опасную дистанцию с Топурией просто не зайдет.
Не зайдет, слишком уже есть бои, он уже может посмотреть, изучить. Если в начале где-то они как-то дрались бы, может быть, у него был бы шанс. Я, например, 80-20, я вижу победителем.
In your opinion, what is the most proper fight at the moment right now in lightweight division? Is it between Ilia Topuria and Arman Tsarukyan? Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, if you look at historically, if you look at somebody who spots the fight, the championship fight, and makes the weight, he usually gets the title fight. Never happened that they didn't get a title fight. He proved it. I mean, everybody said that he had problem cutting weight, but he proved that he can do it, that he can go all the way down to the championship weight. So he proved the fact that he deserves the shot, and I think it's the only proper fight right now is for him to get the shot. Who do you think has more chances of winning that fight? If Arman comes out prepared and with the right mindset, then he's got more chances to win.
Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov send a clear warning message to Ilia Topuria about Arman Tsarukyan. The MMA world is buzzing after UFC legend Khabib Nurmagomedov delivered one of the most brutal predictions we've heard in years, giving Ilia Topuria just a 20% chance of surviving against Arman Tsarukyan. But that's not all. The Dagestani camp is making it crystal clear that they believe Topuria's reign is built on fighting strikers, and his first real test against a wrestler will expose everything.
Khabib was talking about the best lightweight in the world. He said that is hands down Arman Tsarukyan. He doesn't think Ilia Topuria has a chance against Arman Tsarukyan. I believe it's the hardest matchup for Ilia. I just think it's hard to say Arman is the best lightweight in the world when Ilia is the champion. I also think that he has the best feelings for Ilia and the way Ilia operates. A brash forward guy like that reminds you of the person that you had one of the most nasty interactions with.
Let's start with the bombshell that has the entire MMA community talking. Khabib Nurmagomedov didn't just back Arman Tsarukyan. He completely dismantled Ilia Topuria's chances with surgical precision. I don't see a chance for Topuria, Khabib declared without hesitation, but he didn't stop there. The former lightweight champion broke down exactly why he believes the Georgian-Spanish star is vulnerable. Arman fights with strikers from a distance too much. He keeps his distance well, works better with his legs, and now Arman is too good.
Арман слишком дистанционно дерется с ударниками. Держит дистанцию хорошо, ногами лучше работает. И сейчас уже Арман слишком хорошо. У него есть материал, который он может посмотреть и хорошо изучить. Если 3 боя назад, если он с ним дрался, может, он не так опасался. Но сейчас уже видно то, чего можно опасаться от Топурии. Я считаю, что в данный момент лучший боец в легком весе это Топурия.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Khabib revealed that Tsarukyan now has extensive footage to study Topuria's patterns, something that gives him a massive advantage. He already has material he can watch and study well. If 3 fights ago he fought with him, maybe he wouldn't, but now you can already see what to fear from Topuria. The numbers Khabib gave are absolutely staggering. I'd say it's 80-20 in Arman's favor.
Очень хороший локоть. Может бороться, разбаривать, спину забирать.
А вот в эту опасную дистанцию с Топурией просто не зайдет.
Не зайдет, слишком уже есть бои, он уже может посмотреть, изучить. Я, например, 80-20, я вижу победителем Армана. Я считаю, что его борьба, его прессинг, его говорить, это тоже надо учитывать. Он выше него почти на 10 сантиметров, если не ошибаюсь. И он больше него весом.
But perhaps the most damaging part of Khabib's assessment was his breakdown of Topuria's competition level. Wrestling has always ruled, especially in such fights. We all know the level of wrestling that Holloway and Charles Oliveira had. It's practically non-existent. He's only fought strikers.
Ну и, конечно, борьба, она всегда рулила. Особенно, когда такие бои бывают. Мы знаем, какая борьба у Холлоуэя и какая борьба у последнего Чарльза Оливейра. У них ее практически нет. Они ударники. они пошли на рожон и хапнули свое. А человек, который взял ногу, поборолся, взял корпус,
Ну
поборолся.
да, то,
С
что
такими,
Ислам,
да,
то,
с
что
такими
Царукян.
он не дрался, он дрался со всеми ударниками.
Khabib's confidence isn't just based on bias, it's based on the Dagestani blueprint that has dominated MMA for over a decade. His detailed breakdown of how Tsarukyan would approach the fight reads like a masterclass in mixed martial arts strategy. Arman can take him down, Khabib explained methodically. He has good elbows on the ground. Very good elbows. He can wrestle armbar, take the back, but he simply won't fight at this dangerous distance with Topuria. This is the key insight that many fans are missing. Tsarukyan won't engage in Topuria's wheelhouse, the pocket where his devastating knockout power lives. Instead, he'll use the blueprint that Khabib perfected and Islam Makhachev has continued. Control the distance, secure takedowns, and dominate on the ground. Khabib also emphasized the physical advantages. He's taller by almost 10 centimeters if I'm not mistaken. He's heavier and on fight night, he'll be the bigger man. The former champion's assessment reveals something crucial about the lightweight division. I think right now, the best lightweight is Tsarukyan. This isn't just praise for his student. It's a direct challenge to Topuria's legitimacy as champion.
Он выше него почти на 10 сантиметров, если не ошибаюсь. И он больше него весом, и в день боя он будет больше него.
Islam Makhachev's influence is written all over this analysis. As Khabib's main training partner and someone who has extensive experience with Tsarukyan, Islam's strategic mind is clearly part of this assessment. The Dagestani camp isn't just backing their fighter, they're revealing their game plan. While the Dagestani legends make their case in interviews, Arman Tsarukyan has taken his frustration to social media, and his message is impossible to ignore. I am the #1 contender, and the UFC knows what needs to happen next. Tsarukyan declared on Twitter, I've been patient, I've earned my spot, and I won't be overlooked any longer.
I just want to say, Ilia, you know who is the #1 contender, and you know exactly who you're going to fight. It's me. Don't try to play with anybody, and so I'll see you soon.
The Armenian fighter's social media campaign isn't just about getting attention, it's about reminding everyone of the facts. Tsarukyan is on a 4-fight winning streak in the UFC and holds the official #1 contender ranking. His most recent victory was a title eliminator against Charles Oliveira, the same fighter Topuria knocked out to win the belt. The message is clear. Tsarukyan isn't going away quietly. Now here's where things get really controversial. While the MMA world focuses on Khabib's prediction and Arman's campaign, UFC legend Chael Sonnen has thrown a massive wrench into the conversation with a business perspective that's dividing fans.
Ilia Topuria is fighting Arman Tsarukyan. And yes, I am telling you that. To call Ilia a coward, I mean, this is such strong language. I do feel like people have forgot what happened in the last 3 months. Ilia Topuria did not move up to 155 to fight for a vacant title. He did not move up to 155 to fight Charles Oliveira for a championship. Ilia Topuria moved to 155 coming straight after Islam Makhachev. So to suggest that he would not fight a guy who lost to Islam Makhachev, this is silly. He's not denying the fight. He has his approach. He has a way that he's found to build fights. Ilia is playing you. He's going to fight Tsarukyan next. Do you need more detail? Do I need to get into T-Mobile in December? Let's call it here.
Sonnen claims that Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett would be a bigger fight than the highly anticipated Topuria versus Islam Makhachev super fight. Islam versus Ilia is not this massive fight that people are trying to make believe it is, Sonnen declared. Those guys are a little bit too close to the trees to see the forest. His reasoning is purely financial. Ilia Topuria versus Paddy the Baddy does a bigger gate than Ilia Topuria versus Islam right now. You put a belt around Islam, and maybe we're having a different conversation. Sonnen's argument has merit from a business standpoint. The face-off between Topuria and Pimblett after UFC 317 was electric. The genuine animosity, Pimblett's massive UK fanbase, and the trash-talking ability of both fighters could create a perfect storm for PPV sales.
I finish you. Get the fuck out. I finish you.
But here's where it gets interesting for our main story. If Sonnen is right about the business aspect and Khabib is right about the sporting aspect, then Tsarukyan finds himself in a unique position. He might be the most dangerous fight for Topuria, but also the least commercially viable in the UFC's eyes. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe Khabib's 80-20 prediction? Should Arman get his deserved shot, or is the UFC right to explore other options first?
Твой следующий бой после Мадалены пройдет в 77?
Не могу сказать точно. Есть с Топурией какая-то интрига. Мне самому тоже интересен этот бой. Может, получится сделать какой-то супербой. Или, как я сказал, посмотрим по весу. Есть с Топурией какая-то интрига. Мне самому тоже интересен этот бой. Может, получится сделать какой-то супербой. Или, как я сказал, посмотрим по весу.
Я верну свое тебе, чтобы ты уничтожил Топурию, и он наконец заткнулся и не говорил ничего о бойцах из Дагестана.
Все, как
Islam Makhachev чемпион.
ты хочешь, что сделаем?
Former UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev has just dropped a bombshell, officially calling out current lightweight king Ilia Topuria for what could be the biggest super fight of 2026. But that's not all. We've got exclusive details about Makhachev's upcoming welterweight title shot, Topuria's next potential opponents, and why this super fight might be the most anticipated matchup in recent UFC history. Stick around because this story has more twists than a championship fight in the 5th round.
The question is, who is Ilia going to fight next? Because a lot of his possible opponents, they are all talking. First of all, Islam Makhachev has said, look, listen, this is marketing. This is #1 bullshit.
This is #1 bullshit.
Why is this guy, Ilia Topuria, ranked #1? They've only done that because of marketing. They've done it because they want to try and make us fight one another.
Это маркетинг. Они делают это специально, чтобы разогреть.
And you know what? Screw it. I'll fight the guy. Okay, so now Islam wants to fight Ilia after he's done with Jack Della Maddalena.
Let's dive straight into the headlines. Islam Makhachev, the former lightweight champion who vacated his title earlier this year, has made it crystal clear he wants Ilia Topuria next, and he wants it in a super fight format. During a recent interview with Usha Taika, Makhachev didn't mince words when asked about potential future opponents. Makhachev, there's some intrigue with Topuria. I'm also interested in that fight. Perhaps we can stage a super fight, or, as I said, we'll see about the weight.
Твой следующий бой после Мадалены пройдет в 77?
Не могу сказать точно. Есть с Топурией какая-то интрига. Мне самому тоже интересен этот бой. Может, получится сделать какой-то супербой. Или, как я сказал, посмотрим по весу.
But here's where it gets interesting, folks. In a separate interview, when a reporter made a rather bold suggestion, Makhachev's response was both confident and chilling. Reporter, go destroy Ilia Topuria so he finally shuts up. Makhachev, as you wish.
Есть с Топурией какая-то интрига. Мне самому тоже интересен этот бой. Может, получится сделать какой-то супербой. Или, как я сказал, посмотрим по весу.
Я верну свое тебе, чтобы ты уничтожил Топурию, и он наконец заткнулся и не говорил ничего о бойцах из Дагестана.
Все, как
Islam Makhachev чемпион.
ты хочешь, что сделаем?
Those 3 words, as you wish, sent shockwaves through social media, with fans immediately drawing parallels to classic revenge movie lines. Makhachev's calm, calculated response shows the confidence of a man who believes he has unfinished business in the lightweight division. Now, before we can see this dream matchup materialize, both fighters have some serious business to handle first.
I think here in New York. But they promised us. Be quiet, please.
I think the managers.
He's now upset because I give information. But this is his deal with UFC. I don't deal with UFC. This is his problem. But we have deal with them. He's gonna fight in Madison Square Garden, and they say yes.
Makhachev is set to challenge Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight title, with November being the target date, most likely at Madison Square Garden. During a recent press conference, Makhachev revealed, Makhachev, well, we already have 90% of the agreement, probably in November. Meanwhile, Topuria captured the vacant lightweight title in spectacular fashion, knocking out Charles Oliveira at UFC 317. The Georgian-Spanish fighter has been making waves not just with his fists, but with his words, recently displacing Makhachev from the #1 pound-for-pound ranking.
I think it makes sense. Obviously, Volk and Islam fought in Perth. I think it's a good practice match for Islam. Yeah, this is just the beginning. Come get it. Come get it.
But Makhachev isn't bothered by the ranking shuffle. In fact, he sees it as pure marketing genius. Makhachev. Well, it's marketing. They do it on purpose to hype up this fight that people were already interested in. This means they're doing the right thing. We will fight for first place. While Makhachev and Topuria eye each other from across different weight classes, the lightweight division is in absolute chaos regarding Topuria's first title defense.
Есть Топурия какая-то, интрига. Мне самому тоже интересен этот бой. Может получится сделать какой-то супербой. Или, как я сказал, посмотрим по весу.
Я верну свой легкий вес, чтобы ты уничтожил Топурию, и он наконец заткнулся и не говорил ничего о бойцах из Дагестана.
Все, как...
Islam Makhachev чемпион.
Как ты хочешь, что сделать?
Makhachev has been very vocal about who he thinks deserves the next shot, Arman Tsarukyan. The former champion stated, Makhachev. Arman made weight for the last title fight at UFC 317. He was the backup. He should be next in the fight for the belt. This is the most relevant fight at the moment. But the plot thickens. Tsarukyan himself seems to have given up hope on an immediate title shot, recently revealing that Topuria isn't planning to return until early 2025. This has opened the door for other contenders like Justin Gaethje, who's threatened retirement if overlooked, and Paddy Pimblett, who's been leveraging his personal rivalry with Topuria.
Well, yes, of course, no, if someone ever, I don't know, in history ensured a fight, did the whole thing, he almost always fought. Well, I don't remember in history that they didn't give fights. Arman made the last weight tournament, ensured a fight. I think he should be next. He proved that he had a problem with weight cutting. He proved that he can go down, cut weight, and I think that this will be the most relevant at the moment. No.
Tsarukyan. Topuria wants to come back in January or February, and I haven't fought in a long time, so I think I'll need to fight in October or November. Let's talk about what makes this potential super fight so compelling from a technical standpoint. You've got Makhachev, the master grappler with suffocating ground control and a 27-1 record, with his only loss coming way back in 2015. Wrestling credentials and ability to neutralize strikers made him nearly unbeatable during his lightweight reign.
Ilia Topuria, the pound-for-pound #1 fighter on the planet. That is according to the latest rankings. Ilia Topuria, the lightweight champion of the world, the former featherweight champion of the world, still has no opponent. To be fair, he only just knocked out Charles Oliveira in absolutely.
On the other side, you have Topuria, the knockout artist with devastating power and crisp boxing technique. He's undefeated at 17-0, with recent knockout victories over legends like Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway at featherweight before moving up to claim lightweight gold. The matchup represents a classic striker versus grappler dynamic, but both fighters have evolved far beyond their original specialties. Makhachev has developed dangerous striking under the tutelage of Khabib Nurmagomedov, while Topuria has shown solid takedown defense throughout his career. If this fight happens, and assuming Makhachev captures welterweight gold first, we'd be looking at a two-division champion versus another two-division champion. The marketing writes itself, and the potential pay-per-view numbers could be astronomical.
I know he said he wants to get one back for Alexander Volkanovski here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard fight. Honestly, it's gonna be. I saw his fight against Bilal. He's good, man. He is good. When he beginning fighting in UFC, he had a problem with the wrestling, but now he's improved because I see he training a lot with the wrestlers, with the grapplers, and that's why he's a champion right now, and he's good everywhere.
So when could we realistically see this super fight happen? If Makhachev successfully captures the welterweight title from Della Maddalena in November, and Topuria handles his business with whoever gets the next lightweight title shot, we could be looking at a 2026 showdown. There's already been talk of hosting the fight in Spain, with Joe Rogan himself saying he'd commentate if it happened there. The international appeal of both fighters, Makhachev representing Dagestan and Topuria representing both Georgia and Spain, could make this one of the biggest global MMA events ever staged. The timeline seems perfect, the stars are aligning, and most importantly, both fighters seem genuinely interested in making it happen.